Today we are going to discuss relational database management model or RDB or relational data model. In a relational data model, everything, whatever you want, that is stored in the form of tables. Just like this. Here we have this is an employee database. This is an employee table, employee, and employee table has attributes. The schema is like this: roll number, first name, last name, date of birth, passport number, Aadhaar number, and department which he belongs. That means an employee who belongs to this department. Here CSC department and ME department. Okay. Now tables. Here whatever you want, that is stored in the form of tables. Okay. If you want to for example, suppose that you have a student report, then a student name, student's first name, last name, roll number, etc., that will be kept as a separate table, and all information in a relational data model or RDBMS is kept in the form of tables. So, the example of RDBMS are Oracle is RDBMS, SQL Server, then MySQL. All these database management system softwares, they are supporting relational database management model or RDBMS. Okay. Now, table is actually a table is a relationship. Table is a relationship. That means here for this employee, the roll number is C101A. His first name, last name, date of birth, passport number, Aadhaar number, and department. And that employee is having that much attributes. And that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 attributes are there for that employee. That means an employee is having 7 attributes associated with them. That means roll number, first name, last name, except up to department. Okay. These are the attributes or properties associated with that that tuple. That means here this is a tuple. First tuple is for one employee and second tuple is for another employee. That means for each tuple you have a set of attributes. And what do you mean by attribute? Here a roll number is an attribute. Roll number is an attribute of this employee table or employee relationship, and roll number you have to specify the domain of roll number. Domain is alphanumeric. That means alphabets and numbers are allowed as a roll number. For example, C101A means here alphabets and numbers are there. That is why here this is alphanumeric. That means for every attribute there is a domain. Domain means set of permissible values. Domain means set of permissible values. Here first name and last name are alphabetic means here first name and second name, last name are alphabetic means only alphabets are allowed as part of name. Numbers and special characters are not allowed as part of first name and last name. Then date of birth is date. Date of birth is date. This is DDMMYY format, and three of them collectively forms the date of birth, and that is a unique one. That means date, month and year are not recorded separately. You're going to have a single entity for date of birth. That means date. That means date is the domain. Date. Such a domain is supported by all the SQL this softwares. So date. Passport number is again alphanumeric. Passport number is again alphanumeric. Here nullable in the sense, suppose that a person is not having a passport, he is not having any passport number. So this field is null means either it is not available or it is unknown. Suppose that if he forgot to take his passport number, then can make it null. That means there is nothing wrong in nullifying this. That means null value means Non-value means either it is unknown or it is not available. But certain values are not nullable. Here, alphanumeric is nullable. We have to explicitly specify that it is nullable. On that case only you can make null values. If it is not nullable, it is always expecting a value from its domain. Otherwise, you can't proceed. Okay. Here, that is the only nullable value. That means passport number. Aadhaar number again is numeric, and department is alphabetic. So these are the domain. That means atomic. Now, one of the other properties of all these entities. That means you are entering roll number, first name, last name, date of birth, etc. All these attributes, and all these attributes contain atomic values in the sense you cannot further divide that into different entities. For example, here roll number, you can't divide this into you cannot split this into meaningful values. Here C101A is atomic in nature. That means you can't split that again. Okay. Now first name, last name. What about date of birth? Date of birth is having date, month, and year. But here in this case, concatenating these three fields, we have made up a date of birth attribute type, and you cannot further divide that into date, month, and year. There is no need to go for that. So that is atomic values in the sense further dividing that value results in invalid entities. Passport number, Aadhaar number, and department. And one of the most important property of each attribute value is it should be atomic. Atomic in the sense you cannot further divide that into a number of. For example, suppose that you have an attribute like name, and suppose that this name is having three first name, middle name, and last name. That means first name, middle name, and last name. Name is the attribute, and first name, middle name, and last name are the. You are going to further divide that name into three. That means these kind of attributes are not allowed as far as relational data model is concerned. Then, as I told you, what is null value? Either it does not exist or it is unknown. That means here passport number is nullable in the sense some employees they may not be having any passport. So if he is not having any passport, and we can have a restriction like you have to take a passport, otherwise we cannot enter your details into our database. You can't say that. Somebody said must. It is mandatory to have Aadhaar number, so that is not nullable, and all the details are available. Should be available if you have to enter your data into the database. So that's all about attribute types. These are attribute types. And now, as I told you, these are different tuples. Tuple number 1, tuple number 2. You can insert more and more tuples into this database. As long as new employees are available, you have to insert their data into the database. And number of tuples in the relation. For example, here the details of 2 employees are recorded in the database. If you have 10,000 employees there, then you have 10,000 records in the database of this employee. So number of records or number of tuples in that relationship is called the cardinality of the relation. Cardinality. Number of tuples in the relation. Cardinality. Number of tuples. What do you mean by tuple? Each row of a table is called tuple, and each column is denoted by an attribute. So, in relational terms, rows and columns are called tuples and attributes. So, that is the terminology used as far as relational data model is concerned. So, that's all about relational data model. And as you know, in relational data model, everything is stored in the form of tables, and you have a set of rows and set of columns. Set of columns are called attributes and set of rows are called tuples, and number of tuples in the relationship or number of records you have entered in the database is called the cardinality of the relationship. Then you know what do you mean by null values, and one other condition is all the values you are going to enter should be atomic. Atomic in the sense you cannot split that again into different meaningful entities. Okay, thank you.